Aqua. All right, welcome back to the channel. Let's jump into your reading. I hope you guys are doing great. Let's see what's going on with you at this time for my Aquarius and Aquarius placements. Give me some messages for my Aquas. Anything significant for Aquarius, please allow it to come out in this reading. Let's see what's going on with you at this time, Aquarius, and see what we can read. All right, give me some messages for Aqua. What's going on with Aquarius at this time? Anything significant? Please allow it to come out. All right, Four Swords. We have the Page of Swords. And the Knight of Swords. Oh, Lord. All right, so this just screams like Love Island. No, I'm just kidding. I'm hearing you got a text. We got a text. So someone's about to get a text. Someone, first of all, is like bored right now. All right, so I'm going to speak about you, but there's also someone here who could be watching you with the Page of Swords. I feel like they could be very bored, like maybe things are not as interesting without Aquarius around, all right? And I feel like that's going to lead this person to reaching out to you. This person could have been in their head a lot as well about wanting to say something, wanting to come towards you, approach you. But it seems like they're going to have some type of revelation and they're going to reach out very soon with the Knight of Swords. All right, so in terms of you, with that Four of Swords, I just feel like a lot of boredom. This also could be at work. Maybe your task, you're doing them like very easily, very fast. You have a lot of time on your hands. Maybe you're just very bored with the work. It feels very repetitive, the same task over and over again, very mundane. It could be easy work, but maybe you're looking for something a little bit more challenging. And when I say challenging, like nothing that's going to stress you out, but something that just requires a little bit more thought process. So I think this would be a good time too, because I am seeing like job postings. This could be a good time for you to look into making some more money and going towards a promotion. All right. So if there's some promotions up at your job, definitely a good time for you to apply and go after that. I feel like you'll find something more fulfilling throughout the meantime and also bring in some more money. Now, if you are finding that you are just having a lot more free time and wanting to do something with that or make some more money, this is also a great time that you could be supported by the universe to pick up like a side hustle. Okay, so maybe just keeping the mind busy could be really good for you, because you have this boredom, but I also feel like this because you are the star card for tarot, Aquarius, I feel like you definitely need purpose in your life. And sometimes, like, even in that boredom and that lack of fulfillment, it can lead you into like a dangerous zone or a danger zone where you start to get depressed. So I would not like that for you. So I feel like if you are feeling that way, you definitely need to pack in your schedule with very fulfilling things, whether that's like a new job title or a new hustle that you enjoy, that you can also bring in some extra income, or even like, volunteering, maybe some more activities, that kind of thing. So, pay attention to that, because even though you just have a lot of time to lollygag right now, I don't know. I feel like because you are the star, that can lead you into like a weird place moving forward if you don't rectify that, okay? So let's see what's going on with the Four of Swords for Aquarius. What's going on with the Four of Swords? Ooh. All right, the Death card. So let's talk about that person, because they definitely are coming out in your reading. This could be a Scorpio or someone who is just having that Scorpio energy right now. It does feel like this person still feels a deep call to you. So there's like that energy of maybe infatuation or possession. This does feel like someone that you've ended things with the death card being here. They also feel like someone who this person, as they have been out of your life, has had some type of transformative journey, which is good for them. Okay. But yeah, this person also could be very like bored in their life as well. So like their phones are not ringing. They missed like the interest that they had when you were around. I am seeing that. All right, let's see what else is here. Oops. Yeah, we have the world card here, okay? So again, this is like a chapter that has closed out in your life. I don't really feel like you owe this person anything. I don't feel like they owe you anything. I feel like you guys have had that closure. You guys have went your separate ways and just moved on, elevated your lives. But this is someone who went through some type of transformative journey. Maybe they've learned some very tough lessons and they are reaping like benefits in other areas of their life. Their money could be coming in more steadily. They could have a greater respect and relationship with their family or the people that are important in their life. It feels like this person has made a lot of good forward movement. But you still remain on this person's mind for whatever reason. Okay, they still have this deep interest in you, and we have judgment here supporting that. So I do feel like this person really wants a second chance. They're wondering if the forgiveness can go beyond just justice and like fairness and equality, but go towards like even reopening what this used to be, or even just a better state of what this could be. Anything else significant about this person that I could tell Aquarius? All right, so Queen of Wands. Interesting. I feel like this person has a unique way of usually getting what they want by not having to do too much. So it's interesting that they're going to be taking this swift action very soon to come towards you, because I don't feel like that's usually the narrative that plays out in this person's life. This could be someone that maybe you've approached a lot of times if you guys have taken breaks from each other. Or this is someone that, when they've went through situations similarly in their life, usually people approach them first. Especially with that Queen of Wands. This is someone who like manifests things and they attract it to them versus chasing. So it's kind of, different for this person to approach you first or to send that message or that DM or call you first. But I do see that that's what they're going to be doing very soon. All right, Page of Swords. All right, we have the Seven of Wands. Very interesting. All right, so someone's been watching you for much longer than when. First of all, when they approach you, you definitely won't know how long they've been watching, but they've been watching you for a while now. And I feel like there's this nervousness that always comes up when this person comes across a photo or something that's nostalgic that reminds them of you, especially with that Seven of Wands. It feels like there's so much pressure sometimes when this person sees you. I don't know what transpired between you two in the past. All right, this person could see you as a chariot, so they could see that you moved on and were very successful in moving on from them, and having a lot of positives in your life since you moved on. But there's a lot of nervousness or like this pressure, almost this energy of being choked up when this person comes across your page, comes across maybe a mutual friend, comes across an old photo, comes across your old messages. There's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of being choked up about you. Almost like an awkward energy. Ten of Wands. So much pressure that this person feels when it comes to you. They are like scared shitless, to say the least, or just super choked up. So much pressure, like super awkward, just very embarrassed, maybe even. I don't know what they could be embarrassed about, but just embarrassed. Feeling very awkward, feeling like they don't know what to do, but feeling very infatuated in the same sense. All right, we have the Lovers here. So feeling a lot of infatuation, but feeling very weird about it. Like this is uncharted territory for them, or they don't even know if they're necessarily welcome in your life again. All right. All right, so King of Cups. So one of this person's like lessons or what they could have matured and grown through is their emotions, their emotional self. So I feel like this person really struggled with their emotions, maybe being emotionally immature, or I don't know, something about their emotions could have caused them to be like a big crash out in the future. And not in the future, excuse me. Could have been a big crash out in the past. Excuse my language, but I feel like in today's time, they're just way more mature with their emotions. And they also are coming, their feelings for you are very genuine, okay, with the King of Cups. They have a lot of nurturing energy towards you. They still have a lot of love for you with that King of Cups. It just keeps taking me back in like circles of the Judgment, like wanting the second chance, wanting it really badly, but just feeling very embarrassed or feeling choked up or just not knowing what to do. And I feel like that's why it took this person so long with the Knight of Swords to reach out. That Knight of Swords is like, having to come up with this bravery almost out of nowhere to go and seize an opportunity. It's an energy of like maybe acting on last minute. An opportunity is just about to miss you, but you have to be brave enough to kind of go after it. All right, so I feel like this person is trying to see if they can save this situation before it's really like no chance at all. So they're leaning on just a little hope of a chance between you two. All right, I feel like this message is coming in during the evening sometime, definitely. Alrighty, so what do they say and how does it go? So what they say is the King of Swords, and how it goes is the Tower in reverse. It's so confusing when this person does reach out to you because I feel like all of that second guessing and just being so choked up makes them come off very dry. And you have to remember that this person is reaching out to you first. So even if they reach out very dry, you have to know that there was so much desire behind them sending this message in the first place. But for whatever reason, with the King of Swords, it's almost like that bravery comes from ultimately detaching from whatever the outcome is so that they could even press send. And I hope I'm making sense. I know I don't have the best way of words sometimes, but it's almost like this person's bravery, the way that they're even able to press send or, make that phone call or come towards you with the King of Wands. It's coming from a very detached place where they're just like detaching from the outcome completely, just putting it all on the line. And it feels like their initial messages with you are very dry and very detached. It's almost like, why even bother reaching out if you're going to be so dry? The outcome is the Tower in reverse. So this person was expecting this to be like a fail, or they were expecting this to blow up in their face, but it's much more calmer than what they were expecting. It's not even like a real big deal. It goes much smoother than what they thought. They thought that this would be like, the worst case scenario, and it's really not that deep. All right, let's see what else happens here. All right, Five of Cups. Okay. There's so much regret and shame with this person behind what they're saying to you, how they're like, if they're on the phone or if they're sending you a message. There's a lot of shame and regret here. Um, I feel like this person's very scared, all right? Especially with that Five of Cups. I feel like they are just really stuck in the past and how they could have made a lot of mistakes with you, that they maybe didn't act in the best way. They didn't do things when they should have, when they had the chance. Maybe even just feeling like they still don't have a chance. So there's a lot of sadness here. There's a lot of like shame and guilt, and lots of regrets. And I just feel like this person is not really showing their emotions the best. It's almost like they don't want to crumble in front of you. They're trying to show that maturity, and they're also trying to show this very calm demeanor as well with that King of Swords. And even when you don't really respond in the worst way that they were having in their head, it still doesn't calm their nerves. They're just still very scared shitless. That's just what I'm seeing. All right. Anything else for the outcome? I don't know. It almost feels like you guys don't talk about much. Like getting off the phone or after the conversation, this person still has regrets. Maybe not saying what they really want to say, not leading with passion, not leading with emotion, being very reserved out of fear. It feels like this person didn't even really get to say what they wanted to say. All right. Two of Wands is here as well. Two of Wands is very interesting because Two of Wands does show that this person sees you as like the grass is greener. I do feel like this is someone who fumbled you in some way in the past. Like, they're thinking about if they would have did things correct, then they could have been much more fulfilled in today's time. Now, the Two of Wands for you, it shows how much power you have in this situation this time around, that you can manifest this in whichever way you would like. So it's just very interesting. And with you holding all that power, it just again reaffirms how weak this person feels for you. Okay? I don't really see a direct outcome. It just feels like this person doesn't really say, they say a whole bunch of nothing. They seem very dry, and then once you guys close out that conversation, nothing was said that was supposed to be said. And there's so much regret and there's so much shame, like, ugh, they actually answered my phone call and I didn't say what I really want to say. This person almost like revises themselves in their head so much that when they finally do speak, nothing of what they've wanted and what they've been so worked up about leading up to this has been, laid out for you. So it just feels like a fail. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you, Aqua, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.